Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2 Blind. I'm Circlemaster, and for whatever reason, that last quest spat me out. Whoa, that was pretty close to a monster, but what I actually meant was close to the troll bridge, or troll lack of bridge, as the case may be.
Thank you, Master. Drives me mad. This cursed wood is full of scum, and that horseman has lost his mind.
Who might that be?
The troll! For years he's been collecting tolls at the bridge, for which is to keep the bridge tidy and drive away the scum.
What's the problem then?
Merchants from the port sent me to find out the what and why, seeing as this is the only path out to the port inland. But I found the bridge in ruins, and that cheeky cocksucker asked for liquor to let me pass. Across that pile of rubble, I says, and he smacks me so hard I see stars.
Laredo's put a price on his head.
If Laredo had his way, he'd cut us off from the world, that son of a bitch. We need a bridge, but a working one. And we need a troll, but a sober one. If you're looking to make some coin, hold off on killing the troll and see the village chief instead. He'll tell you all you need to know.
Well, that sounds fair. And I don't particularly want to fight a troll. So, let's go to the village.
I will explain everything.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, kicking us. Roderick says he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Well, that's something I can do later, I guess. First, let's see about that village chief.
Oh, my son. You should get home early today. Eat something. Get some sleep.
Stop annoying me, Mother.
I've got a marker here. Oh, there he is.
Work in the tavern. You should
Any work for a witcher?
Enough work for 3, but what of it? We're poor folk.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Ye best go to FLOTSAM Town Square near the inn. There are notices on the board there. Just leave the troll be, please, no matter what the townsfolk say.
I heard you don't want to get rid of the troll.
Who'll maintain the bridge when he's gone?
Hire some people.
Know the cost of a craftsman these days? That idiot troll looks after the bridge for petty tolls, more or less.
The bridge is in ruins and the troll's robbing people.
Aye, it's because he's hit the bottle. If you could help him stop boozing.
I'm a witcher, not a nanny.
I'll pay you well.
How much?
100 orens.
200.
You're costly, but what the hell? Let him see I place the village's welfare above all else.
Leave me alone, Mother. Can't you see I've work to do?
Okay, but he didn't tell me how or anything. Oh well. On the way back, I somehow stumble across this lovely piece of work.
Damn monsters.
And also a monster. Who didn't seem to do much. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the giant demon mouth is. It's weird, that's for sure. And there's some dead people near it. With a giant thing I can't interact with. Anyway, I finally find a place where I can go down into the river to go talk to the troll. And there he is, pop up, or pop in, I should say, notwithstanding.
No.
No what?
No passage. Give vodka, you passage.
Do I look like an innkeeper to you?
No vodka, no passage.
And then he's just gonna straight up attack me. For some reason. So I decide to run away. Can you please tell me more about this?
Here.
Aye, he trolls in the forest by the river. But he's a good fellow. Don't you dare harm him.
One of the helpful ones, I see.
Does more good than Laredo, and drinks a lot less at that. Repairs the bridge and causes no mischief. Don't take your blades to him, please.
What is the alternative, though? As I go to the shops, nobody actually has alcohol for sale. Which makes it hard to ply the troll with vodka.
Humans know as much about arm wrestling as I know about screwing trolls.
But now that I'm on a controller, let's see if I can actually participate in arm wrestling.
Care for the little contest?
And while I won't say it's straightforward, there's still a lot of momentum to where the cursor goes. But it is very reminiscent to me of Kengo, the sleep meditation.
Strong for me. Here's what you're owed. You ought to give Wiry Wilkes a shot.
So, having played a terrible PS2 game years ago makes this relatively easy for me. So let's just go ahead and do this for a while. It seems like it's going to be another progression thing like the boxing was in Witcher 1. Might as well, now that I can actually do something to make money, might as well go down this quest line.
Strongman you are. Here's your coin. You should take on Big Max.
And it's definitely a lot faster than trying to grind out dice poker, or even play one game of dice poker.
Lad, but I'm no wimp either. Wanna take me on?
Your pubes white too?
I will say I seem to be getting a lot more money in this game so far than I did in Witcher 1. There are a lot more things to buy in terms of, like, crafting recipes and diagrams and all that stuff, but I can actually afford stuff.
Leo patters his balls. You're strong. Your winnings. There's someone else. No one's beaten him yet.
Who?
Bartholomew Bargy. You'll find him in the village.
Bandits everywhere.
Yeah, none of these people are helpful. I just want to get some
Just
alcohol.
Don't start any brawls. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Of course.
I've got my eye on you.
What did I even do to you? Also, you sell the exact same stuff as the person behind the bar, so is there no alcohol in FLOTSAM? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I decided to come downstairs and maybe see if I can steal some. But, it turns out there's an entire downstairs to this place, so I guess that was a good thing that I did. Attempting robbery.
Pretend you don't see him. Don't look him in the eyes. Never ever.
You don't provoke a Witcher, just call him a freak to his face. Oh hey, I have storage down here. And it's the same inventory here. Nobody sells alcohol. What the hell's going on? So yeah, speaking of books, I have a couple and I probably ought to read them at some point. I thought this would actually upgrade my Quen sign, but it's just telling me about a thing that buffs it temporarily somewhere. So that was pretty much a waste of money. But I did get some monster info. I don't know if that counts for the, I just absolutely lost what that monster was. The spider-looking monster started with an E, Adretus, or... I don't know.
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our asses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Oh, yeah.
He's a thresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
Now, I know I've complained...
Let the dance begin!
...about this being a QTE. I will say the advantage of this being a QTE means I actually know what I'm doing. In Witcher 1, I was kind of just spamming mouse clicks and taking advantage of the fact that I was on the easiest difficulty. In this one, I know it's a thing that I can do, so I don't have any hesitation to participate.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
Who's up next?
Cor Bransel, known as Flip-Arse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Flip-Arse.
Show us your orans. So, what'll it be?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Does this mean that he lays down on the floor before the fight starts? No, apparently not. But yeah, just the fact that even though it's a QTE and I don't particularly like QTEs, I know how they work. I can...
Kick the plowing bastard!
I don't have to worry about save scumming or anything like that. I can just progress down this since, again, it seems to have a progression going on.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
So? I don't know you.
They call me King Ziggy because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
That was fucking poetry. Up for another, brother.
Some of the time.
So I've gotten the quest part of it now, I guess.
Greetings.
But as long as these people are here.
Zoltan, what are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning the gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Show me those bull's bollocks, then.
So, dwarves invented dice. Dwarves invented arm wrestling. Am I gonna find out in Witcher 3 that dwarves invented Gwent? Because I'm gonna have a hard time believing that one.
Your hands like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. They'll be surprised.
I don't really want to talk to you, but I guess I should.
Next, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now?
I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet. You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would see. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meeting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation. Always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Is it just me, or is he really quiet?
Think he'll agree?
No, I don't know.
Ha! Greetings. A word, if you will.
You see, we've created an alchemical substance and we wish to test it in Vizima, in a laboratory.
Seeing as you're a witcher, we wondered if you'd be willing to test it in practice.
In a year or two, given the occasion, you could visit us in Vizima. We'd examine you and reward you generously.
We need to study its long-term effects. We can't say more.
Are you in?
I've made enough bad decisions. What's one more?
Splendid!
Excellent.
Now, if you could also keep a journal of the experiment.
Don't overdo it.
So, I don't know if that will actually get resolved in this game, or maybe Witcher 3. They might be trying to do the something as a carryover.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls are to rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
A contract like that requires preparations. Costly preparations.
You want an advance? I've but a handful of orens now, though it should buy you plenty of drink and a few hours of ploughing.
I was thinking of the potions we'll need. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters. Now leave me be.
Well, I already talked to him, and the quest pop-up just hid how much he paid me.
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
Yeah. Meanwhile, let's go arm wrestle somebody else.
I told you to leave me alone.
What do you want?
I heard you're the local arm wrestling champ.
You bet I am.
I'd like to change that.
Many tried and walked away with shit in their britches. You want to go?
You bet I do.
All right, come with me. Let's do it now. I'll be tied up later.
All right.
Oh, my son. You should get home early today.
Why?
Eat something. Get some sleep.
Stop annoying me, Mother.
Nothing but...
Why do I have to walk? Why can't you just put me here? Why couldn't this just be, like, a transition?
Let's do it.
Well, it's some good money, though. That because I'm on a controller, I have to increment one at a time. So yeah, this is actually possible with a controller, so thank goodness for that.
Strong as an ox. Here are your orens. Once we had a company of Adam Pangrat's mercenaries here. I'm the strongest here, so I took on a due. But that lad's got superhuman strength. He beat me like a child. If you ever see him, tell him Bart Bargy drinks to his health.
All right.
I have no idea who those mercenaries are supposed to be. And I don't know if it's just because they're going to be introduced later, or they were mentioned in the books.
We'll wait out here.
Make it quick.
Well, does the rain effect still happen if I go down into this cave?
And I'm about to find out who it belonged to.
I really hope I don't need a cat potion down here, because cat potions are annoying now. They were fine in the first game, but all of a sudden, or not all of a sudden, they made the decision to make them very weird and not super helpful. Like, I'd rather it just have the increased gamma effect than the whole lay a filter over everything, make everything X-ray vision. I'm gonna figure out that I'm using the wrong sword eventually, I promise. There we are. I'm also gonna figure out something else that will come in handy. And no, it's not just using the Quen sign, I still remember that. And it's not the fact that I'm corner trapped, because that's not useful, that's bad. As is my health total. And I'd probably already be dead if I wasn't playing on easy, so thank goodness for that. But I'm gonna remember... Hit the wrong button. I'm gonna remember that I have... There it is. Bombs. Explosives. That seem very good for large groups like this. And I definitely appreciate the persistent fire effect, except for the fact that I lit myself on fire like an idiot. So yeah, that went from very tense to very easy, so thank goodness I remembered that I had those. And I can see there's the red dot, but there's no actual enemy here. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe he's on a different elevation. He doesn't look like he's clinging to the ceiling, though. So I don't know. I really don't appreciate that monsters can just dodge like that. I also don't appreciate that I can't climb this yet. So yeah, it seems like the combat has some weird transitional phases where you go into it and then out of it, which I'm going to end up taking advantage of here, as the monster will just stand there and slowly burn to death. Because we haven't transitioned to combat? Question mark? But hey, it worked. I got XP for it. I'm happy. And he's over there. I don't really care about him. Except for the fact that I couldn't tell if he was climbing down or if he was burrowing. I hope these things don't burrow. It's annoying enough in Fallout 4 when I have actual guns to shoot things at range. Why, there we go.
Scoia'tael arrows. This is pretty clear.
It seems like this cave peters out, though, so let's just check out what's out here. With some preparation, of course. I did not sing Snake Eater. You're welcome. And apparently I'm not welcome either. Like, where... This comes out in town? Was there a way I could have shortcut this entire thing? I don't know. But I cut out the backtracking because nothing happened. Let's go deal with the elf.
Find anything in there?
2 soldiers.
What happened to them?
They're dead, riddled with arrows.
I know nothing about that.
What do you think, Witcher?
Seems like 2 soldiers wandered into the cave, maybe to drive away monsters. But just because somebody convinced them to go. I don't know how many monsters they managed to kill, but I do know who got them. Scoia'tael.
Bollocks.
Last I recall, Nekkers don't know how to use bows.
Hey, lads! Let's find a tree!
No! I'll tell you everything! Just don't kill me, please!
Speak.
You need to see this. You won't understand otherwise.
See ploughing what? The bitch is lying!
Probably.
We'll see. You lead.
I'm gonna make yet another great decision. And there we go. Like, is she actually going to lead? Will it help if I push her? Can I push her? Maybe? I don't know what prompted the jogging to start. I wish it would have happened sooner. This better not be far away. I'll be upset. Whoop. Well, that answers that. I guess it's a little extra XP for killing... I got 3 XP for killing that guy. This is... I guess it's to encourage you to do quests instead of just fight random monsters forever.
Thanks for the help, Witcher. Here's your orange. You're coming with us, bitch! You shouldn't have left Dimitri. Stupid whore.
Death awaits you all. Curse you, Dwan!
I gotta say, I don't feel particularly bad about it. But once I loot these corpses, that'll do it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.